podcast. I am so excited to talk to you because I have been using SEMRush for years.
Hi, Christina. Thank you for having me here. Yes, actually, we have a lot of new features in the last couple of years. I've been working for this company the last 9 years. And yes, from the beginning, I remember we have only a couple of features based on SEO and domain research. And right now, we have more than 45 covering content marketing, social media strategies, and much more.
Okay, well, I'm super excited to actually jump in SEMrush and see this. So, podcast listeners, if you're just listening, there is a video component to this podcast. So, you are going to want to check that out later because we will show you the software that I use to do my SEO keyword research. And before we jump in, can you just hit the top 3 points on why it's important to do research, how we should do that research, and also focusing on competitors? How do we find out what they're doing and what do we do with information?
Oh, yes, definitely. So when we're trying to identify what our competitors are doing, we need to have the general vision, the big picture, right? So for understanding that, we need to start analyzing the sources of traffic, analyzing what actually the users are doing from which different sources or domains are coming. They're coming from different search engines. They're coming from different social media networks. From which websites are coming? From which countries they are coming? And what they are doing inside of our website. And after they do some activities in our website, where they are going after that. So the whole traffic path, the whole traffic journey, that's something that we need to analyze. And in order to do that, of course, you need to use some tools.
Perfect. And people kind of skip this part. I feel like when we talk about titling podcasts or titling blog posts, you're titling it one to get clicks, like it sounds juicy. It sounds like that's what people would want to click on. Or this is how I'm going to describe it because this is how I feel about it, or this is my experience. But there's probably better ways in titling things and in writing things to actually be found. So talk to me a little bit about that, and then we can actually go into SEMrush to see how we can find this information.
So yes, in order to understand what users are actually typing on search engines, we need to do the keyword research, the classical one, identifying the volumes, the difficulty, understanding what are the most popular keywords that our users are actually using to find our services. And if we can go to the next level, we need to identify what are the actually phrases they are using, what are the questions they are using. In order to do that, we need to identify first the trendings, what are the most popular keywords that users are identifying to find our services, and we need to identify also what are the related searches or related questions that they are using to identify our services or products. So in order to do that, we need to use tools as well, because there are different amount of searches that they can be using. So for doing that, we need to start with keyword research, and from there go to topic research and use more data to do that.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you to share your screen so we can actually go into SEMrush and you can show us how some of this works. And we can use this podcast as an example. We're talking about SEO, we're talking about keyword research, market research, competitor analysis, SEMrush, the whole thing. So I'd love for you to kind of just walk us around and tell us what we're seeing. And for those who are just listening and not watching, again, I'm going to defer to the video for this episode. But Fernando, be very descriptive with your words for those who may not see what we're seeing right now on the screen.
Yes, perfect. So right now I am in the main dashboard of SEMrush. So you can see here different menus that you can use to to implement your strategies. If you want to work with SEO, advertising, social media content, you can do it through all these menus over here. I was mentioning that we have more than 45 features. So inside of each menu, you will be finding exactly that. So just for an instance, we want to identify, for example, what are the most popular keywords for our business, right? So for doing that, we need to go to SEO part. So we can open from here. And let's go to the tool that is called Keyword Magic Tool. So with the Keyword Magic Tool, you can establish the right path to understand what your users are actually searching and the volume. So we need to identify, of course, first the country. So I go to United States and let's search for a keyword. Do you want me to use some exact example? I can use any keyword.
Yeah, let's title this. Let's look for a title for this podcast episode in this video. So
Okay, perfect.
it could have the company, the software's name in it. It could have SEO. It could have keyword research. I'll defer to you.
Okay, perfect. So we can go with one of the keywords. So let's think that I'm a client or I'm a business that is looking for the topic. What is the next thing that I want to promote? And I want to understand my options, right? So in this case, if we're talking, for example, about SEMRush, we're talking about competitor research, competitor analysis, SEO. Let's go with competitors research.
Okay.
Right. So let's start with that. I'm gonna try to identify the most popular keywords, and I want to identify how many different combinations I can use. So only for this keyword, you can see here that we found 492 different keywords. The most popular one, of course, is competitor research. Then we have competitor keyword research, competitor keyword research tools, and so on. Then you can see all the metrics here. The most important ones, of course, are the volume, then the keyword difficulty, which means how hard will be to compete for this keyword in organic research. Then we go to the CPC, that's the price for bidding these keywords in Google Ads, and the competition, how many advertisers are there bidding for this exact keyword in terms of zero from 0 to 1. And the last one is the search features. How many other search features are there? Because if you have, let's say, the search feature image and or a search feature like a map, and you are not a local business, it's going to be impossible for you to rank for that keyword. Here you can see that we have the feature snippet, we have the reviews, and we have 4 other more, which are basically nothing related to local, which is good for us, so we can use that. But this was the classical way to do keyword research. If you're not doing keyword research, you need to start from here, just analyzing these keywords. But I want to go for the next, I want to go to the next level, doing the question keyword research. So the only thing that I need is to press this button over here. And
Fernando,
I'm going to be...
before you go to questions, can we go back to all? Because I want to point out just some of the things that I look at when I do this. So I look at, I ignore the cost per click because I don't do advertising. What I look at is the keyword. I look at the volume, like how many people are searching this keyword, and then I look at the results. So for example, with competitor research, a lot of people search that, but there are also a lot of results, 134 million results. I know I'm not going to be able to compete with that. So I would look at something like competitor keyword research tool. Yes, there's less search, but there's a lot less competition. There's only 1.3 million results. So if I'm just starting doing SEO keyword research, would you suggest that I look at those keywords that have not necessarily a bunch of volume, but have less results because I have less competition?
Oh, yes, definitely. Well, we need to start from the beginning. We need to identify what are your goals. You are looking for traffic, you're looking for conversions. Basically, most of the people are looking for conversions. But if you want to attract, I don't know, you have a new blog post, or you have a new service or product, you want to get some noise around that, right? So you can go for the highest volume, but competing for that is always difficult at the beginning. So that's why I will go definitely for the conversions. That's why you, in this case, I will go definitely with the lower volume keywords, because with more exact phrases, like, for example, SEO competitor research, or let's say market research, competitor analysis, template, with different long tail keywords, you will get less less people, but more interested in specific terms that you can also use inside of your content. So that's why I will definitely check lower volume keywords, more big tail keywords in this case, and not only looking at the amount of results, because okay, there are a lot of results over there, right? Let's see for competitor research, but I will also definitely look about how many SERP features are available, because if we have more than 4 SERP features, you will have the feature snippet, people also ask, images, videos, and that's basically populating the first page of results. You don't have any space anymore to be the number 1. So in any case, I will see how many SERP features are available there. So you can see here, for example, in competitor keyword research, the second result here, we have only 2 SERP features available, the side links and the people also ask. So we don't have there the feature snippet, we don't have videos, we don't have images. So for that is actually a great opportunity for us to go for the other type of SERP features that are not included here. For more, yes, for more activity, I will go always definitely checking how many SERP features. Having a SERP feature is something really great. It's not that difficult. You can use micro formats. You can use the right hierarchy of the content, the structure of the content, the number of words in each paragraph, for example. There are different techniques to get there. Using Google My Business, for example, is one of the first options there.
And a SERP feature, just for people listening, is those extra things that you find when you search something. It's the little snippets, like you Google competitor research, and it's the quick little snippets that you see right away, and you may get your answer right away. You don't even need to click on something. But if you want to know more, you can click on it and go to. It's just a little extra love from Google right away.
Yeah.
And okay, so like here you're pulling it up. You have the people also ask, and then you have 4 questions. That is an example of a SERP feature.
Yeah, or even this one, the feature snippet, which is
images.
the biggest one.
Yeah,
With the
that's
carousel
great.
of images.
Okay,
Yeah.
very cool. So the goal is also to get featured there, because that will drive more traffic to you. And then, so these are just the keyword terms and phrases, but then you can also go to questions, and that is the keyword terms or phrases in the form of a question, because a lot of times that's how people search things.
Yes, I will add to that most of the time people are only asking questions to the search engine. That's why if I click here, for example, into questions, my main criteria was competitor research, but I want to identify the exact intent of the user. So here is more about the intent of the user. They are looking for information. They are looking for transactional information. They want to buy something. So in this case, for competitors research, the first keyword is how to do market research on competitors. Very easy and very straightforward, right? So they need a guide. The second one, how to do competitor research. Then you have what is the difference between benchmarking and competitor research. So you have more additional information about, okay, what is the next topic that you need to write about? And this is more information about the intent. So they want to get more information about what is this. We don't have the 492 keywords. Here we have only 62 keywords, but the interesting part about this is, okay, there are less people searching for this, but since these criteria, since these keywords are more long tail, people are more interested into it. So here we are talking about the interests of the people, the intent of the people, and of course, we need to think as well about the SERP features. You see here the first top 3 positions, they have feature snippets here. Here the crown, feature snippet, feature snippet, feature snippet. Also, people also ask, people also ask, people also ask. So for most of the keywords that are, well, I will say 99% of the keywords that start with a question keyword word, we have feature snippet and people also ask. That's something really, really interesting for all of us. Why is that? Because all these keywords with questions, they will become, or they are the source already for voice search results with any assistant device. If you have the Google Home Also, if you have Siri, if you are using the Apple Assistant, or if you are using Alexa, for example, the source of that information are coming from the feature snippets and the people also act, which is incredible investments on the future, right? So you have all these results. What to do next with this? Because this is the first step. Keyword research, question research. Now I want to search. Okay, this is what the search engines are telling me that people are searching for with the volumes, with the search features, but I want to select the ones that people are actually looking now, right? So what is the trend now? So I'm gonna go with my proper keyword competitor research to another set of tools that are more related to content marketing here in the left menu. And I want to try this same topic, competitor research, on another tool that is called topic research. So this is not anymore about only SEO. This is about content marketing. That's the evolution of SEO these days. And I'm looking for competitor research, United States, to get content ideas. So how popular is this topic today, right?
Okay.
Or
So
maybe
we
there
know
are,
we
yeah,
know it's popular. We've gotten hundreds of potential keywords to look at to see the searches, the results, but now we want to see if it's relevant today.
yeah.
Okay.
And we want to identify the trends. So maybe I want to talk about competitor research, but nobody's interested in that. They are interested in topics that are subtopics from this main search query. So this is the case. So this is the tool called topic research in content marketing toolkits and SEMRush. So here we have the cluster of subtopics related to our main search query, which is competitor research. And we have how many? 1, 2, 3, 8 different hot topics that we call the viral content. So it's something that people are
Oh,
searching really high. We
so if
identify
it's
this
in
by,
red, it's
yes,
hot. All right. And then the
it's hot.
blue is not so hot. So focus on the red, it sounds like.
Yes, so this is the mind map view. So it's going to be easy to identify that if you want to write about competitor research, you need also to think about all these subtopics. So if you are a content creator, you have content for the next, let's say, 3 months or half a year, or maybe for the next couple of years if you are creating something per month, right? So you have different subtopics, but the thing that you need to focus right now is in the hot subtopics. So let's go with another view here with the cards view. So if you want to talk about competitor research, you need to talk about target audience. Then, of course, if you are a tool, if you are a SaaS, you need to talk about free trials. People are searching for that. Then product or services, then competitor target, which is related to the first one, then geographical areas, then business decisions. So there are different subtopics that are actually elevating the interest of my main keyword, which was easily competitor research. Let me open the first card, and here we're gonna have more information. So if we talk about target
Fernando,
audience,
can
yeah,
you actually open up the free trial card? Because I
oh
have a
sure,
link for a free trial for people to try SEMrush. So let's
oh
see what it says
yeah,
in free trial.
yeah. I'm opening the free trial, which is the second one. I'm gonna check just the interest of the people. So if we talk about free trial and competitor research, the volume of this, the subtopic volume will be 14,000 people, about 15,000 people interested in this. It's gonna be difficult to promote, and the topic efficiency is gonna be medium because there's a lot of competition. The headline, the number one result is another service that is called SpyFu. You can see it here. So these are not the top. This is not the top 10 results. These are the sources that are getting more links. So here you can see the resonance, the amount of links for this one,
They have a lot of
200,000,
backlinks. So
a
lots of
lot of
people are
backlinks.
talking
Yeah,
about these. Okay.
yeah. Then, so backlinks are like mentions from other websites. That's why
Right.
it's so popular, right? Maybe they have a lot of partners of an affiliate program, whatever, but they're acquiring a lot of backlinks. Here as well, 7,000, about 8,000 backlinks. Here, 800 backlinks, which is not that much. Then 600 and so on. The last for example, the last one, the resonance is zero backlink, so you can also be there in the most popular headlines. But we need to take a look on this part. So what type of questions people are actually typing in order to identify, to find the headlines. So first one is, of course, can I get a free trial on SEMRush? You have one. If you are using these questions, people are going to be noticing you. The second question that you need to include, how to find competitors' keyword for free. It's a free trial available in SEO tools. So all these questions that people are asking. Yeah.
With these questions, do you suggest me putting these questions in as subheaders in addition to potential titles for blog posts?
Yes, definitely. Actually, that's the main purpose of it, because we are using, for example, the what questions, how, which, because all these questions are enabling the feature snippets and the people also ask results. And if you want to be viral, you need to use competitor research, free trial as a main title, and inside of that, as subheaders, all these questions, well, the related ones to your main topic, to be able to get all these results. How are you gonna do that? From here, everything is like, okay, I have a lot of ideas, right? But from here, we can do something else more interesting, which is I want to first send this to a Trello board for my content creation team, or I want to schedule a task for me or for my team, or I want to create an SEO template. So I can go straight forward and create a template for a blog post, right? So I have two keywords here. Here's the country that I aim to target. I just need to push create SEO template based in these two keywords. So I'm using the main keyword because I really saw that that's a good one for our business. But I'm using the second keyword for the subtopic to understand that can get also the people who are interested in my main topic and also in this subtopic. So this is a double win situation.
This is great. And it gives us all of the info. It gives us so many ideas on words to use. It gives us websites that are backlinking with these topics. It basically tells you, I mean, you just give it the information. Like if you have a niche, you give SEMRush the information and it tells you exactly what to write and how to title it so you are found on the internet amongst the billions of things on the internet.
Yeah, and actually you can go from here. We have a real-time content check. So this is a live text editor with different metrics. So you can check here readability, SEO, originality, tone of voice. So I can go write something. For example, I need keywords competitor research free trial, right? So my main title, let's say H1, how to do competitors research and let's say win a free trial. So right now I have my title. You can see my metrics are going
ranking
up.
your title. Okay,
Yeah,
you can see it in a graph. It's telling you good for SEO, maybe not too original, tone of voice. Okay, that's very cool, very handy. And there's so much more. I mean, we could stay here all day, Fernando, and talk about what you could do with SEMRush or SEMRush, as I call it. Is it SEMRush or SEMRush, or is it interchangeable?
Well, if you are in the US, I believe it's SEMRush, but we call it SEMRush. But both are good.
Okay, cool. So I'm not so far off. This has been awesome. I have used it for years, and I learned a lot just by watching this and going through this little tutorial with you today. Obviously, there's so much more. We only went into a couple of the 40 plus features. I will link to a free trial of SEMRush in the show notes for this episode. Fernando, I will also link to your information and more for everybody else. Is there anything else you want to add that I should have asked before we say goodbye?
Well, definitely. If you want to start using competitors' intelligence research, go to content creation. They are not anymore separated. It's just a complex of different strategies to go first on the result, to get first in the visibility for your business, for your product. So you definitely need to use tools to support that.
Yes, I mean, it's motivated me to step up my lifestyle blog because I could create content for days that is unique and that I know people are searching. I know it's relevant. I know people are looking for it. So this has been awesome. Thank you so much, Fernando.
Thank you.